Hey everybody, Purple for the Ages, coming at you from my secret location. How are you doing today? Let's talk today about exhaustion, because I work myself to the bone and past that, and I sail past exhaustion like nobody's business. So let's talk about that today. I've been, working at work, working at home, working with my mom, and so my dog got sick. I was working on that. A little bit about exhaustion this week. I have spent at least 8 hours trying to get my mother a certain medication that she has to have. The doctor prescribed. The pharmacy just for some reason didn't fill. And so I spent at least 8 hours this week just on the phone, just on hold, waiting for them to pick up so I can talk to somebody about getting her prescription filled and getting it done. And it took 8 hours and the aide to do it. It was just, you go through the prompts, you go through the stuff, you wait on hold, you wait on hold, you wait on hold, and then somebody picks up the phone and hangs it up because, they're tired of that phone ringing, I guess. So, and it keeps on going, keeps on hold. So that was one thing. And plus my dog got sick this week. So I've been trying to, I called his regular vet. The regular vet says, we don't have time to see him, go to urgent care. So I call the urgent care place and they said, you don't need an urgent care appointment, just come down. So I rush home from work, I get the dog, I drive him, it's almost an hour to urgent care. So I drove him to urgent care and we waited and we waited. We waited in the car, it was so bad. We waited and waited and waited and waited. And that was hours. And after hours of waiting in the car, they called me on my phone and they said, well, why don't you come back? Because we have urgent care dogs. We have dogs that are actively dying. I'm like, I understand that. Now, you understand this is a urgent care appointment that I'm at. So I got home late last night and then early this morning, got up, did the routine. And then I took the dog to another urgent care the opposite way. And we waited and waited and waited. And finally, after hours and hours of waiting and just trying to get appointments and trying to get him seen, we got his medication and we got the things that he needs to get better. So, and then after I get back, because I had to call out of work today, so to do all of the dog things. so after I got back, I realized that I could not keep my eyes open, and it was bad. It was bad. It was horrible. So I laid down. And do you know what ugly sleep is? I call it ugly sleep. Ugly sleep is where you sleep or where I sleep so deeply I snore. And I slept so deeply and snored so much I kept waking myself up. So anyways, 4 hours later, I woke from the deep sleep and didn't want to get out of bed. So I made myself get out of bed because I still have stuff to do, but I'm still exhausted, but it's not as exhausted as before. You could see the blue under my under eye concealer. So it was that bad. So I used the last of the light to, I don't know if you can see it, to put together another log rack because I go through that I go through logs enough, and since my other logs are out back under a tarp, yeah, I know I should get one of those log sheds, but what happens is they get wet, they freeze, and they dry. They have to dry under the porch to dry out, and they freeze dry. So basically you have to wait. They're still frozen, they all froze, but the wind goes through the log pile, the log stack, and then they dry that way. So my thought for this year is to get a second log rack, fill that log rack, and just go through one log rack while the other log rack dries. When the first log rack is all done and burned, the second log rack hopefully will be dry enough that I'll load up the first log rack with the next set of logs that will take a week or so to dry, and then I'll just go that way. So that's my system, my new system for this year. So, but anyways, I was exhausted. I'm less exhausted, but I'm still kind of exhausted. I don't know what my hair is doing. I don't know. All right. Okay. So yeah, exhaustion is. I'm old enough that you work through exhaustion until it comes up and gets you. So take care of yourselves. Be well, and I'll catch you later. All right. Bye.